Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever placement y'all have. This is going to be a collective message for January 2025. All right, this can be timeless as well, but specifically, I wanted to focus on January 2025. This is what to expect. All right, we are going to pull some oracles, Lenormand, and we're going to do a Celtic tarot spread. I will try to show you guys as much cards as I can. Let's get into it right now. All the cards are shuffled, by the way. Let's start with a Norman. Let's see what you can expect for the month of January. We're going to pull 3 cards here. So we have the House, we have the Bear, and we have the Whip. Instantly with this trio here, the House, Bear, and the Whip, I instantly get an argument here regarding somebody in your household. Now, if you are living alone, obviously this is not going to apply to you, but it can apply to you when it comes down to like people that you are close to, people that you hold close in kind of like your personal life. There could be some conflict going around here. I feel like with the Bear being kind of like the focus of these 3 cards, the Bear is a very important energy, very influential, a very strong energy here as well. There's an energy here, Virgo, of you not backing down in the month of January. I don't know if it's specifically because of a certain argument that you're going to be going through. This could simply just be you not backing down and staying determined when it comes down to your stability and your foundations. But I definitely do see with the House and the Whip mirroring each other, there could be, a heated debate or conversation that you're going to have with somebody of big influence in your life. All right. And of course, again, this is going to resonate differently for a lot of you guys, but it may resonate in different ways, different contexts, okay? With the Moonology Oracle, we have worked through your feelings. We have last quarter moon in Aries. So you could have a moon in Aries. That could be something that is specific to you. Aries placements, possibly. We have Not For You with the Wisdom of the Oracle. Time for a Nap. I always laugh when I see this card. And we have Come to the Edge. Interesting, Virgo. Very, very interesting. The first things that come to mind when I look at all these cards together, it seems like for some of you guys, there's gonna be a realization in the month of January where you're gonna realize like the people around you or the things that you hold close are actually not meant for you. Hence the Not For You card coming out. I feel like there's almost this energy of almost like spirit or like, whoever you believe in, like pushing you towards like taking a risk here or pushing you towards your fears is what it feels like. I feel like in the month of December or, the timing right now, I feel like you're probably in this energy where you may feel this energy like being ramped up. With that Whip card in Lenormand, I'm getting this energy of like maybe there's tension that is rising and then January it's going to be the peak of that tension. It's going to be the peak of like the climax of that tension. All right. So get prepared for that. Again, don't freak out though, okay? Because I feel like these types of situations are meant to obviously teach us something, a lesson in order for us to grow, all right? Conflict is not the end of the world, right? But I feel like with the Bear and the Whip being together, it really just showed this strong sense of strength and avoiding repetitiveness is what it feels like. It seems like you're going to be very protective here. Maybe you're being very protective of something in your life right now that's not meant to be in your life. It could, and again, relationships, career, there's something here that you're it's almost like you're stubborn and you don't want to move, is what it feels like. And I think that in the month of January, if this energy continues, you're going to be put out of your comfort zone. And again, it's not a bad thing. And I know you're Virgo. I'm a Virgo sun. So it's like, I understand that energy of like always wanting to be stable and earthy, right? And grounded. I feel like next month in January is also a very important month to not react so quickly. I'm pretty sure we're in a Mars retrograde. I don't know if that has anything to do with that. I'm not really a big astrologer, but I feel like the month of January is going to be very important that you are not overreacting. Like you're reacting before you even think, if that makes sense. Think before you speak, think before you do, things of that nature. That theme is going to be very important in January for some of you guys. All right, we're going to start pulling the tarot cards, the Celtic. I was just getting this energy. I feel like for some of you guys, Virgos, you need to release tension. Like you need to not bring into the new year past tension that you may have had with people, past drama. Okay, that's definitely the energy that I'm getting strong. We have to release that. We got to start with a clean slate next year. For some of you guys, I think that money is going to be something important for you at the beginning of the year. because of the bear. The bear can represent finances. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna be very like, oh, excuse me, you're gonna be very like focused on your finances in the way of like you're gonna realize or start to realize that there's people around you that are draining your finances. It could literally be people that are draining your finances, friends, family, specifically family, because the house card comes out. hmm We have the Ace of Wands coming out, the heart of the matter, Ace of Wands. It was very interesting because I was literally just talking about how you should like think before you react next month, and the Ace of Wands is coming out in the heart of the matter. And obviously, wands are very tense sometimes, right? They're very passionate, they're very quick, and wands don't think before they do. So be careful with that. We have the Hermit crossing. Oh, I did not mean to do that. The Hermit crossing. It's you. It's us. Virgo. It's the Virgo card. I feel like next month you're going to have a hard time being confident in doing something or saying something to somebody. You might be confronted next month, or you may be confronting somebody next month about a very serious topic. Like, that's what I just got instantly. There may be something here, like a tough conversation that you have to have with somebody that's going to like affect your mentality or affect your feelings. But we got to be careful with that Hermit card being a challenge, though, because hermits in challenge can cause like isolation and complete just withdrawal and just like depression and things like that, locking ourselves in a room. I feel like there's a lot of anxiety here about like needing to do something or having to do something or wanting to do something. It's like you're given the opportunity to chase your dreams and chase your passions and your desires, but for some reason you're not moving. For some reason you don't feel comfortable. I feel like for some of you guys, maybe in the month of December, you're removing a lot of people that you thought were your support system, and in January you're gonna start fresh, or in January is when it's gonna hit climax, and you're gonna start fresh. Nobody's gonna be around you, and you're gonna feel completely drained and down and like no support, lonely, right? I feel like something was said to you recently that's causing you to like tense up. Knight of Swords comes out here in the past influence. The Nine of Wands is in your conscious. So I feel like you're in this energy of like you're not wanting to talk to somebody, or you're not wanting to observe a situation. Virgo, you got to stop being stubborn. Like, and I'm honest. We got to stop being stubborn about certain things. Also procrastination as well. But we got to be stubborn. I mean, excuse me. We have to not be stubborn about change, if that makes sense. We can't ask for change if we're not willing to open up to it. The Nine of Wands shows that like you've been through a lot. Maybe it's representing this year. 9 is about completion. The Nine of Wands, like maybe you've been through a lot, and there's a lot that's kind of weighing on your shoulders right now, and you are definitely not wanting to bring that with you into the new year. But for some reason, it's like I almost want to say some of us are not standing on business when we say we're releasing. It's like we say it out loud, but we're not acting on it. We say it out loud, but then we repress it. It's like we're still angry. We're still holding grudges. We're still mad. Let's not do that. Take a deep breath. Everything's okay. Okay? Look at... I'm not even... Yo, y'all just heard me flip that card over and the Five of Swords comes out. Look, this card to me is a card of tension, right? Tension as in, like, holding resentment or a grudge towards a situation or just towards somebody. You know what I mean? For some of you guys, I feel like January is going to be the month that's really going to test your ego. It's really going to test your ego. I also feel like, though, this does give an energy of, like, conclusion, especially with the time for a nap card being here. I feel like there is an energy of, like, a conclusion within reach, which is great, right? That's something that we should be looking forward to, hoping for, you know? The Knight of Pentacles is the unconscious, the roots. It's time to move. You know, it's so funny. I was just talking about being stubborn, and the Knight of Pentacles comes out. That's so funny. Because the Knight of Pentacles is notorious for being stubborn and not moving. I mean, literally, the horse is not moving on the card, right? This would definitely be true if it was in reverse. But, again, like, I feel like the way it's being interpreted right now is, like, it's time to move, Virgo, in the month of January. If that person is toxic in your life, if you have a toxic friend, if you have a toxic job, I think it's time that we do something about it. That's probably going to be the title of the video. It's like there's something that's being revealed to you, and you know it's not good for you, But why are we procrastinating taking out the trash? Trash day was last week. We should have been took out the trash. I feel like this reading is going to be your motivation to cut something out, to remove something out of your life. And I feel like for some of you guys, this is going to be an external thing, but for a lot of you, it can be internal, where you're like cutting out this lack of motivation, this lack of confidence. It's like, you know what? I've been in anxiety for so long. I've been so like not confident for so long. Like this is the month that I want to break out, break free. 2025, I want to break free. High Priestess in the reverse comes out as your feelings and your attitude. What did I just say about not listening to something that needs to be cut out? I think I said something like that, right? And the High Priestess in reverse is all about not listening to that inner voice. It's also about repression, and I said that. Especially with the Hermit, the High Priestess, I feel like they're both very quiet cards, right? But next month is not about staying quiet. I feel like things are going to be extroverted next month, and you're definitely going to be taken out of your comfort zone. You're going to be like, oh my God, I don't know about this. But let's not fear. Let's not be afraid, right? We have the Three of Swords coming out as the external influence. Damn. And obviously this could represent a breakup, a separation, things like that, right? Our own thoughts that break our hearts. But with the swords here, that Knight of Swords coming out, you could be dealing with an air sign, or there could be an air energy that tells you, or that says something to you next month that like hurts you. And it makes you realize, you know what? I've always thought you were a freaking frick. I've always thought you were freaking frick. And like I literally just said how you're going to be taken out of your comfort zone and Three of Swords comes out. Like I feel like Three of Swords is such a not comfortable energy. Nobody likes the Three of Swords. Me personally though, I do like it because it can bring in space for healing. I love it. Two of Wands comes out in your hopes and fears. See, it's like Two of Wands is like planning for freedom and movement. But I feel like because it's coming out in a fair position, I think that you're afraid of making the wrong choice right now, Virgo. I think that you're getting a little hesitant. Maybe that's why, I think maybe that's why you're not moving or you're staying stagnant. Maybe that's why you're being stubborn, is because you don't want to make the choice because you feel like it's too much of a risk to take. So then you end up procrastinating that. You end up procrastinating that decision. It's like you need to do it, but it's like, I don't know, it's too much. I have too much on my plate already. I don't want to put this choice or this burden on me right now. But now I feel like Spirit is like, hey, listen, this shiz is not for you. And we've told you that before. Maybe in the month of December, we've told you that. I think it's time that we look over the edge and see what it really is. Stop dancing around this little island of yours thinking that everything is okay. Thinking that you can keep things around that are unhealthy for you. It's time for you to get some damn rest. Remove those people, those situations, those energies that bring you burdens. The Nine of Cups comes out as the outcome. Nine of Cups is so beautiful. It's fulfillment. But notice how this Nine of Cups person is on his own. His cups are fulfilled. He has everything that he needs. His wish fulfillment. But notice how there's nobody else there. January is definitely going to be a month about introspection. It is not going to be so heavily focused on other people unless this does apply to you with regarding other people. I feel like this is going to be more about the way that you perceive your new year is what I want to say. The Nine of Cups asks us to obviously think about what we desire, right? Or think about what we are trying to attain, our goals, right? Because there is that element of wish fulfillment. But it also asks us, are we satisfied with where we are? Are we open to blessings? Are we open to that energy? Because if you're closed off to it, especially with this Hermit being the challenge, if you're thinking that everything is dark, gloomy, my life is over, then that's exactly what you get. That's what you get, is those types of blessings, if that makes sense. If you want darkness in your life, if you truly believe that you are just always in the dark, then that's what you always will get. This is the time to break free into the light. Our wishes are right there in front of us, but it's up to us to get out of our shells. Spirit is not going to do that for us. No, you're the one that needs to break out, expand, and not be afraid. Be confident. Break free for 2025. That should be the theme of your year. Bottom of the deck energy, death. I love it. It's my favorite card in tarot. Scorpio energy. It's time for transformation, to break free. Virgo. Let go of grudges. Let it go completely. Work through your feelings. And start the year off fresh. Okay, Virgo? I hope that helped y'all. Hope that resonated. I'm going to close out the energy. God bless, wish you the best. Subscribe, like, tell me how it resonated. I will see you guys with the rest of the zodiacs. This is my first zodiac for January 2025. I got to do 11 more. I'm probably not going to do all 11 tonight, but I'll see you guys later.